Hi everyone, my name is Kelly, and I'm going to introduce our condition presentation on neurodevelopmental disabilities, which include intellectual developmental disabilities, IDD, and autism spectrum disorder. So for our presentation, each group member was assigned a specific role, and here are the videos of the students describing their role. Okay, so this is Anne. She defines what a neurodevelopmental disorder is using the DSM-5, and that can be found on page 31. So she talks specifically about IDD and what it is. Here's the diagnostic criteria from the DSM-5 for IDD. And like a lot of disorders, there's levels of severity with IDD. In order to determine the level of severity, an IQ test is used. So this slide talks about the problems of using an IQ test. And this slide describes realistic problems a person with IDD may struggle with. This slide talks about different diagnoses that may have similar symptoms, signs, or behavior manifestations of IDD. And then here are some common comorbid diagnoses with IDD. So next, Nicolette provided an overview of autism spectrum disorder. Here's the DSM-5 criteria for autism spectrum disorder. Some signs, symptoms, and behavior manifestations that may occur. And like IDD, there are severity levels for autism spectrum disorder. So the severity level is based on behaviors such as social communication, repetitive patterns of behavior, and then it also says what type of support they may require. Alright, so this slide includes diagnosis which may show similar signs and symptoms to ASD. Okay, so this is a TV interview with an adult living with ASD, and this provides insight into what her daily living is like. I know we focus a lot on children living with ASD, so I thought this was a good video to describe and show what it's like for adults. Here are national web resources which provide information on IDD, ASD, and different services available for the disorders. Okay, so Stacey Ann, she provided information on neurodevelopmental disorders by defining what they are, who it affects, how it affects children. These are the 4 major categories associated with neurodevelopmental disorders. And then she goes into detail to talk about GI issues with children who are diagnosed with ASD. These are all just facts, percentages, details. And how it affects the brain as well. And here are our references. And that is our presentation. Thank you. I hope you enjoy our presentation.